Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network's presentation of Heritage Conference Girls Varsity Volleyball. Tonight, West Shamokin hosts Purchase Line. West Shamokin looking to end the regular season undefeated. Already stamped their ticket to the KCAC this weekend. High Top will be there. Tonight, we're going to have West Shamokin Senior Night prior to the varsity match. My name is Josh Reckengos. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to B&E Powder Solutions and Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments for being tonight's broadcast sponsors. Many thanks to Jason Elkin at B&E and Brian Myers at Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments. Those guys stepped up this evening, making this broadcast possible, so many thanks to them. And we are going to get the senior night ceremony underway here shortly. I'm going to drop out and leave the mic on for you to hear the introduction of the West Shamokin seniors. right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back getting ready for the beginning of this Heritage Conference girls varsity volleyball match. West Shamokin undefeated on the year. Pardon me if I'm out of breath, I was running around. We're going to get to the national anthem here, and we'll be right back. All right, well, my man Travis Johns is going to be singing, so I'm going to try and get him on camera right here. Thanks to Travis and that silky smooth baritone coming through with the national anthem. Travis, a multi-sport athlete here at West Shamokin, part of the boys golf team that has qualified for the state tournament. So hopefully those guys can bring home the gold. That would be very amazing for a 2A public school out here in rural western PA to win a state championship. But they have the talent, they have the depth. So I just saw head coach Judd McCullough right out in the hallway here. And I wished him the best of luck. So now we are going to get the starting lineups. First for Purchase Line. I should have known better than to wear a hoodie and long pants tonight. This gym is always blazing, and I am sweating a lot. There's always some running around to do here at West Shamokin. It seems like no matter what, there's always one thing that's a little dicey. And it's usually the internet, but tonight, surprisingly, got right online. Thanks to Kelsey Bortz for providing me the credentials to get online and get the stream going. But, you know, if it's not one thing, it's another. And that is Purchase Line's starting lineup. And the Wolves. Setter, Aaliyah Talmadge, she is a junior. Avery Elkin, also a junior middle hitter. Faith Spencer, a junior as well. And Maddie Kern. It's a junior heavy lineup here, as you can imagine. Last regular season game for these four seniors. And Josie Wolf is introduced first, defensive specialist. Melena Stewart coming in next, middle hitter, also plays third for the softball team. Maya McElwain, also a softball player out there, the libero. And of course, Sarah Wilson, the outside hitter, dynamic outside hitter here for the Wolves. And I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit here on my mic, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better out there. And we're going to get a little Renegade here to start. Heard Renegade coming over there. Student section in what looks to be a whiteout. Some of them are all white. Travis is all white. There's some guys there all wearing white. Interesting, Renegade on the volleyball court. Never really considered it. I've heard it at a football game, obviously, and a baseball game. I've really heard it on a volleyball court, but I like it. I think you can't really go wrong with Renegade anywhere if you're in the Western Pennsylvania area, the Pittsburgh region. Just a crazy coincidence that a song by Styx is the Steelers' defensive stand fight song. Styx, Dennis DeYoung, just screaming like a crazy man. So the Wolves have dropped only 2 sets in the regular season so far this year, and they were in the opening match of the year against Cambria Heights, and since then, just rolling. Have not dropped a set, and they are undefeated, looking to finish off an undefeated regular season. Already part of that Heritage Conference Championship that will take place at the KCAC on the campus of IUP this weekend. High Top Sports Network will be there, broadcasting our 5th in a row. Always a fun time to go up to IUP and broadcast. We've done it all up there. We've done some public address, some janitorial work, all kinds of stuff. We're not afraid to get our hands dirty here at High Top. We'll help out. And West Shamokin will serve first, so Maya McElwain is the opening server for the Wolves. And here it goes across. First serve of the night. And Purchase Line going to get a ball handling violation right off the rip. 1-0 Wolves. And the student section reminding Purchase Line that they are not allowed to hit the ball like that. The old "you can't do that" chant. McElwain bump setting. And that one's going to drop in for a kill. Number 31, Maddie Kern, gets the point for the Wolves there, 2-0. And McElwain just missing out of bounds right there. So make it 2-1 Wolves here. Early going first set. Senior night here, thanks to B&E Powder Solutions, our scoreboard sponsor. Player of the match sponsor as well. Thanks also to Brian Myers and Carson Boyer. Funeral Home and Monuments, another ball handling violation there for the Red Dragons. Early difficulties there for the setter for Purchase Line. I have their roster, but I only have a picture of it on my phone, which is never fun. And difficult pass there off the serve. And unable to get it across with the left hand. So the Wolves out to a 4-1 lead. And trying to do a little push over the net there. Here's Kern again, just pokes it toward the middle. And out of the net. Talmadge, good play, two-handed push, drops it into the dead spot there in the middle of the Purchase Line defense, so make it a 5-1 lead for the Wolves. And a good serve again by Fox. And at the line, at the net, Elkin blocks it back, but Purchase Line saves it. Here's Elkin, and she's just long, trying to go for that back corner. Avery Elkin missing out of bounds. So Purchase Line gets the side out and the point, 5-2. Red Dragons number 14 at the line. I got the roster pulled up, and that would be Riley Mahaffey. Talmadge sets up. That was Kern, just poked it across. And West Shamokin there in the back row. Talmadge going to set up Kern again, and that one's good, but in the net. Kern got a little too close. So that will make it, oops, excuse me, I put the wrong point up there. Make it 5-3. Wolves on top here. That serve right to McElwain. Talmadge back to Elkin. That one's going to be good for a kill. So Elkin missed on her last attempt, but got that one to go down. Make it 6-3 Wolves. And West Shamokin going to have a chance. Talmadge sets up Elkin again. Easy kill for Elkin, going back across the grain there. And Purchase Line didn't even get a blocker up to meet her. So Elkin could really go anywhere she wanted with that ball. Kern sends it over. Back row there, bump setting all the way across and just popped over there by Faith Goncher, one of the seniors, and that one will hit the line. They're going to call it in, and the point stands. Kill right there for Wilson, I believe. 8-3 Wolves. And Kern, good serve right there, right at Goncher. And she couldn't pass it to the front line. Here's Elkin, too long. Just missing. A little bit too long there. Elkin couldn't get the angle to put it down into the court. So that attack error will give Purchase Line a point. 8-4 Wolves. As I mentioned, West Shamokin has not dropped a set in the regular season since the first match of the year. It was a 3-2 win at Cambria Heights. And since then, a bunch of 3-0 sweeps. Elkin at the net, tried to put it down, and unable to play it was Goncher. Couldn't get it over with the left hand, so point to the Wolves there, 9-4. Melina Stewart checks in. Maya McElwain has a seat. And Avery Elkin at the service line. Elkin goes at the back row, the libero right there, Riley Adams, and Purchase Line ends up with a point. And it tipped out of bounds there, so 9-5, Wolves up by 4 here, first set, senior night. West Shamokin recognizing their 4 seniors, Maya McElwain, Melina Stewart, Sarah Wilson, and Josie Wolf. And right there, Sarah Wilson comes up in the net, didn't get it over, 9-6. And wow, Talmadge had to play that with the right hand falling backward. Got it over, and that one's off of Wilson and out of bounds. So a little run here for the Red Dragons, 3 in a row for Purchase Line. Make it 9-7. Wolves still on top. And Goncher, that lefty serve. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Goncher. Apologies. That was number 3. I thought it was a 7, just the way her back was turned. That was Bella Cessna instead on the line. And now 4 in a row for Purchase Line, 9-8. And too long, so the run ends with the service error. Well, that was a good run for Purchase Line, their best of this early going first set. Good serve right there by Talmadge. Tough play. Oh, and a great placement of that attack by number 6 for the Red Dragons. That is Alora Phillips. So a 1-point game here in the first set. Wolves looked like they were going to build a pretty big cushion, but a nice 4-point run there last time by the Dragons at the line, and that one was nearly out, but had to play it. Did Kern, and Wilson has her attack dug out there by Cessna. And Spencer, two-handed push, gets over, does not drop. Nice dig. Again, another one. This one by Talmadge, but Purchase Line ready. Swing there, over, dug by McElwain. And Wilson, it goes off. There was a little bit of a bump there between Cessna and Riley Adams, the libero, and that one played off of Cessna and out of bounds, so a point to the Wolves. Make that 11-9 here in the first set. Good serve by Wilson, the only jump serve we've seen so far tonight. And McElwain gonna bump it over. There's Kern. She sends it over, dug out by Hauser, and attack error out of bounds, so a point to the Wolves. 12-9, back to a 3-point lead for West Shamokin. Wilson, another jump serve. That one goes to Adams, the libero, setting up. And a dig by Wilson in the back row. Bump set there, and actually really good placement on the bump set. But off the net and out of bounds was Riley Mahaffey, so another point to the Wolves. And Wilson, oh, just off the line, off the line judge. She turned her head. Tough to call a ball, but when it hits you in the back leg, I guess you could say that was out of bounds because that leg is out of bounds. So in a service error to Wilson, make it 13-10. Wolves on top. Here's Spencer. It's off the block and down. Faith Spencer with the kill. High Top Sports Network will be following the Wolves on their playoff run this year. Playoff volleyball, always a good time here on High Top Sports Network. We love all the teams that we cover. Great area for high school girls volleyball and boys volleyball too as well. It's a sneaky good little place here in Armstrong County. And golf, as the West Shamokin Wolves have shown, as well as the Armstrong girls and the Freeport golf team, and also in volleyball. Great traditions in both sports here in the very northernmost reaches of the WPIL. Sorry, I had to answer one Mr. Frank Nagy, the assistant principal here at West Shamokin. I had called him on the way over saying that, hey man, I just, I always run into something here. Usually it's the internet. And I asked him in advance, I said, could you just hand me maybe your credentials? It's funny, asking the principal for his credentials to get online. And he couldn't answer. He was at his son's football practice. So he just texted me back and said, how can I help? What's up? And I said, no, you're good. I figured it out. I got online here, and everything's good. But that's the kind of guy Frank is. He's not just the assistant principal here at West Shamokin. I consider Frank a friend, a great basketball coaching career here with the Wolves as well. Took these West Shamokin Lady Wolves to the state semifinals a few years back. And it was a great run. They kind of got hosed a little bit there in the semifinals, but Frank was a great coach. I hope he gets back into coaching. I always bug him all the time. You need to get back down there and get on the bench there. Show this place the magic once again. And that one drops in out of the timeout, so a good timeout there for Purchase Line. And they get the point out of the timeout. But Frank, always super helpful to High Top Sports Network. Also in my fantasy baseball league, along with many Armstrong County luminaries, apparently. And that comes back to Mahaffey, and she gets it over and gets a kill. I lost my roster there. Where'd it go? Oh, yes, there it is. So Mahaffey got that kill to make it 17-12, and now PL will serve. I believe that was number 6 back there. Alora Phillips at the line, and Elkin in the middle. She is the tallest of the Wolves, and I spoke with first-year head coach Erica Talmadge. I said, you kind of don't really have the big outside hitters or middle blockers and stuff that a lot of other, teams around the area might have. Or you get to the state level, obviously there's some taller girls that they have to contend with. And she said, we're used to being, undersized. We have to play around those big blockers and big hitters. And I think the girls are better at spacing and instinctual stuff at the net right there, just like Avery Elkin did, and kind of slam dunked it on top of the Red Dragon that was on the court. But yeah, she said, we kind of are used to being undersized every match, and it's not really a worry to us because, wow, that one a little bit long right there by Fox, out to the back corner off the wall. But the Wolves, I mean, that's something that they don't really have to think about come playoff time because they expect to be undersized at the net, and they're obviously not bothered by it, as their record shows. And a ball handling error pushed across there, double hit by Bella Cessna. So 20-13. Wolves on top here, first set. And it drops. Another point for the Wolves. I think Wilson will get credit for that. So make it 21-13. And a hammer dropped by Wilson right there. Gives the Wolves a 9-point advantage, and they are just 3 points away from taking this first set. I was trying to go back and find the, we got a rotation error right there by the Red Dragons, and that will cost them a point. So that makes it 23-13, 10-point lead here for the Wolves, trying to close it out in the first set. Senior night here, as mentioned. And looking to possibly do Armstrong's senior night here on Thursday. We'll find out here most likely tomorrow if that's going to happen. Wilson, little runner. And dug out by Adams, but unable to play it. I think Cessna thought she was closer to the scores table than she actually was. I think she could have taken another step there and maybe been able to play that one back, but that's a tough call when you're running for a ball and your eyes are looking up and you know there's a one. And that will do it in the first. 25-13 West Shamokin with the win in set number 1. And we'll be back in 3 minutes here on High Top Sports Network. Well, when you work in high school sports, there are inevitably high school kids, and they're sometimes in the way. I was trying to make a quick jaunt to the bathroom there between sets, and we had some youngsters look like they were shooting TikTok videos, and there were about 30 of them in front of the bathroom. And I had to kind of use my adult voice, which I don't really care to use all that often, and kind of move them as gently as possible without screaming, saying I'm trying to get back to broadcast this match. So, again, out of breath, had to run across the gym and try to run out this door here and then make my way around, and then I saw that commotion at the restroom and everybody was doing the same dance, and I saw a phone there filming it, so I kind of had to be the grumpy old man and scream my way through to the bathroom. But I'm back now, 3-3 here in the second set on this B&E Powder Solutions game night. The leader in polyurethane spray foam insulation, thanks to Jason Elkin. You can check them out on their website, bepsinc.com, and there's a contact form there. If you have an inquiry, you can email Jason directly. He'll get right back to you. Solid business, solid people, and we thank them for their continued sponsorship of our coverage of West Shamokin athletics. So a couple more ball handling errors since I've gotten back and sat down by the Red Dragons. They had several. I think I counted 5 or 6 in that first set. And that one drops off the block right there, so it falls. And will be a point for Purchase Line. (5-4), and the Wolves get it called for a lift right there, so make it 5-5. Early second set. And that one gets the tape. A little lucky bounce there for the Red Dragons. Will fall in. And that gives them their first lead of the night. But the Wolves get that point right back. Short-lived was that lead for Purchase Line. Into the net. That's going to be an attack error going against the Red Dragons. So the Wolves back on top by a point here, 7-6. Good serve there by Elkin. And that attack out of bounds by Cessna. So after going down a point, the Wolves have rattled off 3 straight. Had to go back up by a couple, 8-6. Elkin again, nice serve. And at the net, Melena Stewart was there, but Purchase Line did not even get the ball over, so no need for Melena to block that one down. So make it 9-6 Wolves. And Wilson comes up short into the net. Attack error by West Shamokin. Whoops, I gave them a point there. They did not get. Make it 9-7 now. Purchase Line back to the line. And serving now, number 11. That would be freshman Mackenzie Mumau. And quickly, West Shamokin ends her run at the line with a point on the far side there. Elliot Talmadge at the line, sends it over. And that ball going to be 50-50 at the net. Spencer and Stewart both there, but Purchase Line backed off. And that is Stewart. Good dig in the back by Adams. And playing it around the antenna there. Good play by Cessna. And that one hits the line. Wilson right on the line. Had that one measured perfectly. And that will give West Shamokin a 4-point lead now. Wait, well, pardon me. The original call was that it was in, but the ref in the perch overruled. So that ball rolled out of bounds, but the volleyball gods do not lie. Next serve by Purchase Line goes out of bounds. I thought Wilson had that right on the line. Just from my vantage point here, it looked like it hit it right where it intersects with the black of the basketball key. Looked like she hit that white line. Melena Stewart shuts it down quickly. She was right there, good anticipation by the senior middle. And the attempt by Hannah Hickok stuffed right back by Melena Stewart. But a service error there. That was Wilson, I believe, at the line. And having a little trouble with that. Well, she had a good run in the first set, so I can't really say she's having that much trouble with it. But that was a service error. And usually those jump servers, you're going to live with it. Oh, over the net? Well, no. Let's see what they rule here. Well, it goes against West Shamokin. I didn't see a lift, maybe. Talmadge setting up Kern off the block. Digging the back row there, just pushed across by the Dragons. Talmadge sets up Kern again, and another dig in the back row. Two nice digs there by Faith Goncher, and a point goes to the Red Dragons. We'll cut it to 2 now. Excuse me, 1. Apologies. 12-11. Wolves on top. Good fight by the Red Dragons in this second set. Talmadge sets it up. Here's Melena Stewart, and that one pounded into the court. Good kill by the senior here on senior night. Melena Stewart, big block there a little while back, and a nice kill. As I mentioned, heck of a third baseman for the Wolves. A couple of softball players out here for West Shamokin on this volleyball team. And a nice kill right there, number 14 for Purchase Line. She's a freshman, Riley Mahaffey. And tell you what, she looked pretty darn good on that particular kill. Just a good set right in the wheelhouse, and she puts it down. So a 13-12 lead now, 1 point again here in this second set. Back set, and Spencer is going to get a kill. That one deflected off the block, and tough for Adams to dig it after the deflection. Ball changed directions there on her, so really nothing she could do about that. And substitution for the Wolves. That's going to be Josie Wolf. Almost called her Fox for some reason. Josie Wolf in, and I think that was Spencer that went out, and a service ace, unable to be returned there by Purchase Line. So Wolf sending it over. And a nice swing again by Mahaffey, and McElwain and Wolf both went for it, and neither one. That was perfectly placed there by Mahaffey. So back to the line are the Red Dragons. They only had 13 points in that first set. So looking to do a little bit better here in set number 2. And just out of bounds on the service error. That one sailed a little bit on Alora Phillips, so that'll send Maddie Kern to the line. Good serve there. And going to be another double hit. The ball handling errors by Purchase Line tonight have been killer. They got to be approaching double digits in that particular infraction. It's not passing the ball cleanly right now. That one bumped over. It was an accident by Wolf, but it'll work. She was trying to bump that right up to Talmadge, but A little too much, might have caught it on the thumbs. And it bounced over and somehow ends up dropping. So Kern at the line, and that one's stuffed by Wilson, but it rolls along the tape, and Wolves are unable to play it. So 4-point lead here for West Shamokin. Mahaffey will head back to the line. A couple of freshmen out here getting some playing time tonight for the Red Dragons. Here's Wilson off the bump set. That's going to go through the block, and shaking her hand afterwards is number 3. That's Bella Cessna, and Wilson had some heat on that swing. Went through the hands of Cessna, and she came up shaking her hands, and that stung a little bit. Oh, man, nearly a 3-way collision there in the front row for Purchase Line, and Wilson too long there. She got too much of the upper part of her palm, fingertips type stuff. And when that happens, the ball ends up with that backspin and kind of elevates and out of bounds. So the attack error there for Wilson. So Talmadge, good back set, and there's Milena Stewart. What a nice play by Stewart and Talmadge. Great set by Talmadge right there. Caught the Purchase Line defense, couldn't get the block adjusted, and Milena Stewart was in perfect place. Had come around the back of Talmadge and just hammered it down, no block to be found. There's Wilson off the bump set. She sees an opening and hits it in the back corner. And that's what makes West Shamokin so dangerous. These outside hitters all know where to attack. They can sense where the defense for the opponent is moving. So therefore, where the weakness or the open spot in that defense will be. They've done a good job of it tonight and have done it all year. Falling away was Milena Stewart. She smiles after that one. She kind of knew. That's a tough ball to hit with authority right there. Went over your head where you're kind of drifting back on. 21-16. And, West Shamokin gets a double hit error. That's maybe their second of the night. I think they had one in the first set, but ultimately, Purchase Line has about 5 or 6 times as many of those tonight. Here's Spencer, lines it up off the block. And Adams tried to bump set. That one falling away, somehow gets it in. Nice play there to get it in and played up at the net. Joust for it, and it stays alive. And Adams just tries to bump it over. It kind of floated on her out of bounds. So the point goes to the Wolves. Good rally there, but West Shamokin ultimately coming out on top. And Wilson, great jump serve into the net. Good play to pull it out by Cessna. Talmadge sets up Stewart. That one's too long. So a nice play there by Purchase Line to play it out of the net. A better showing in this set for the Red Dragons. 22-18 right now. And here's Mahaffey, and good diving dig there by McElwain, just pushed over with the right hand by Talmadge. McElwain passes it forward to Talmadge. Here's Kern, and into the net. That's an error on the Wolves, a hitting error again. So a little bit of a bugaboo here for West Shamokin in this set. A couple of attack errors into the net for the Wolves. McElwain receives the serve, back set. Here's Spencer. Good swing by Spencer, and Cessna nearly uppercutted her teammate there, Riley Adams, in the back. And unable to play it over are the Dragons, so makes it 23-19. West Shamokin going to be McElwain on the serve. And McElwain with the ace drops it in front of the back row, and that is set point once again. Your Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monument set point. If you need a monument or a marker stone, anything like that, check them out. They do fantastic work, caring staff, wonderful individuals. Brian Myers and company will take care of you and your family. And another violation there. I think it was a lift, and that'll do it here in set number 2. Victorious are the Wolves, 25-19 in that one. And we will be back in a couple of minutes. Thanks for tuning in to High Top Sports Network. Whoops. I reset West Shamokin there without moving the set forward. Sorry about that. They won, trust me. 25-19 was the final score in that second set. And we move on to the third. We'll be right back here on High Top Sports Network.
Steffi's Country Catering prepares home-style made-from-scratch dishes that will have you convinced Mom made it. Whatever the occasion, Steffi's Country Catering will have you coming back for every event year-round. Find us on Facebook to place an order or to see our Sunday specials, or call 724-54-85047.
Armstrong Indoor Athletics, located at 132 South Grand Street Avenue in downtown Katanning, offers a state-of-the-art training facility and top-tier instruction by experienced coaches to help turn your youngster into the best baseball or softball player they can be. Batting cage and bullpen lane rentals are available for 30 to 60-minute sessions, and you can also sign your baseball or softball player up for private hitting, pitching, fielding, and catching instruction with our knowledgeable staff. Be sure to visit Armstrong Indoor Athletics online at aia.team or call them at 724-599-9761 for more information today.
Life doesn't slow down when the everyday aches and pains have you sidelined. So get back on the field sooner with the care of Olson Chiropractic. Dr. Ryan Olson and his staff treat a variety of conditions for patients of all ages. Don't jeopardize your quality of life and the moments along the way. Let Olson Chiropractic help you find the healthier, younger you. Call Olson Chiropractic at 724-548-1040 to schedule a consultation or see a full list of services online at olson-chiro.com.
All right, welcome back. High Top Sports Network. Josh Rettengost here with you this evening. And West Shamokin up 2-0. Again, thanks to B&E Powder Solutions, the leader in polyurethane spray foam coating and insulation. Jason Elkin and the crew up at B&E. Maya McElwain leads us off here in set number 3. Wolves looking for yet another clean sweep, and it starts with a block by Spencer. She knocks it down, and 1-0 Wolves here to start set number 3. And Mahaffey swings. There's Talmadge with the dig. McElwain bump set. There's Kern in the back. It ricochets up and off the top of the wall there behind the hoop. So out of bounds. Good kill there by Maddie Kern. And I saw Tara telling McElwain where to bump that ball. McElwain good serve to the corner. Mahaffey there. Oh, a ball handling error as Cessna was losing her footing. Don't really fault her for that one so much. She was kind of sliding over and kind of, I don't know, sometimes when your feet are super clean and the floor is super clean, it'll be too grippy and you'll catch your foot and kind of buckle your knee, and that's kind of looked like what happened with Cessna right there, but the Wolves are whistled for a ball handling violations here in the third set. And that gives Purchase Line their first point, 3-1. Wolves lead the Red Dragons. Talmadge sets up Elkin off the tape, and Adams, excuse me, that was not Adams in the back there. She dove on the second attempt. The original dig attempt was Caitlin Hauser in the back row, number 12, but Red Dragons unable to play it. 4-1. And Elkin blocks it up. McElwain bumps that. Wilson, back row attack. A little push, and it falls in between everyone. The two-handed push perfectly placed there by Sarah Wilson coming up from the back row. And Faith Spencer at the line, 5-1 Wolves. Quickly out to a 4-point lead. Good serve by Spencer. A little collision, miscommunication maybe. Adams and Hauser in the back row again getting tied up. Make it 6-1. Spencer with that ace. And another one. A diving serve by Spencer. Boy, that had some downward spin on it. And that was really biting toward the court. Spencer with a great serve. A couple of them in a row there. And a timeout taken by the Red Dragons. And with a timeout on the court, we'll take a timeout here on High Top Sports Network. Josh Reckengoss with you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's thank one of our great sponsors, Steffi's Country Catering.
Steffi's Country Catering prepares home-style made-from-scratch dishes that will have you convinced Mom made it. Whatever the occasion, Steffi's Country Catering will have you coming back for every event year-round. Find us on Facebook to place an order or to see our Sunday specials, or call 724-54-85047.
All right, just back here on High Top Sports Network. And I'll tell you where you can enjoy some of that Steffi's Country Catering. That's if you get a 4-person team together for the inaugural High Top Sports Network Scholarship Golf Outing at the Links at Spring Church this weekend, Saturday, 9 a.m. at the Links. Spots still available for foursomes. And Terry doing the cooking, per usual. If I have to cook anything, Terry gets called. And I'll tell you the menu, but you got to sign up. It is going to be some good stuff. Terry going to slick us up as we do in the Worthington, Collinsville, Adrian Metropolis. Out of the timeout. Wolves get the first one. And a point there for Purchase Line. I had my head down, didn't see what happened. Trying to update the score, but PL will get the side out. Ball rolls back, and that's Mahaffey to the line. And, oh, that one's off the... Wilson kind of backed away from that serve. Didn't really need to. But she did nonetheless, and that's unable to receive that. Are the Wolves. 8-3 now, West Shamokin. And that one too long from Mahaffey. Out of bounds. Service error for Purchase Line. But yeah, Links at Spring Church this weekend, Saturday, 9 a.m. Before we head up to broadcast the Heritage Conference Volleyball Championship at the KCAC. We'll come out and swing the sticks at the Links. And plenty of ways to contact us and register your team. As Cessna gets that kill. And, you know, you can email us. Give us a call, 724-824-3554. I have the score backward. Or not backward, but incorrect. I put a point on the Wolves that shouldn't have been there and took one away from the Dragons. And Talmadge jousting at the net, punches it toward the net, and unable to get it over was Josie Wolf. 9-5. The West Shamokin Wolves on top. And I think that was, I'm trying to remember her name. I'm trying to remember names during the match, you know, because I don't want to keep referencing this roster if I don't have to. As that attack here on the near side by Wilson went long. Mackenzie Mumau, that's what it is. Mackenzie Mumau. She's 11. She has 2 M's in her name. That's how I'm going to remember it. Oh, and Wilson's going to get the kill right there as that one was blocked up a little bit and then changed directions on the deflection. So 10-6. West Shamokin back to the line. Good serve by Elkin across. Gonna get a chance. Wolf is there. Talmadge sets up Wilson off the tape. And played by the Red Dragons. And Talmadge trying to push it there on the second hit. Ready for it were the Red Dragons. And wow, unbelievable. I don't know how Wilson got that one over. That was set way close to the net by Talmadge, and Wilson able to kind of under punch it. That one off the tape. Played up, best rally of the night between these two teams, and wow, they're going to say that one was in. I thought I saw a little hardwood there between the line and the ball. But no, that will be a point after a nice rally. Both teams playing well right there. 10-7. And Cessna, the lefty, at the line. And there's Stewart diving for it is Adams, but unable to play it forward, and therefore unable to keep it alive. That one goes out off of Adams. 11-7 now, Wolves. Leah Talmadge ready to send it over. Oh, West Shamokin trying to run away with this third set. 13-7 now. The Wolves in front. Make it 14-7. Talmadge, oh, too long right there. She sent it just a bit too long, and Adams' initial reaction obviously is to play the ball, but she thought better of it. I don't know about anybody else, but my phone listens to me on everything. It's like always recording voice messages. I'm like, stop listening to me, man. Just trying to look at a roster. I don't like it, I tell you. I do not like it. And then my roster goes away, so my phone is like, take that. Thing has a brain of its own. Mahaffey played that over. Wolves. Nice play by McElwain to keep it alive, get it over the net. Set to Mahaffey, and way long, going right at Coach Talmadge. Surprised she didn't throw a leg out at that one. Well, I'm not sure what the... I don't know if Melena Stewart was in the net or... I don't... well, the score would be 15... Well, it's 15-9. Okay, sorry. Purchase line did get that point awarded, and right back, Spencer with that kill. Back set there by Talmadge, make it 16-9. Yes, still a 9 up there. So 16-9, there we go. And McElwain service line, she's had some really great serves tonight that Purchase line has had trouble returning. There's Elkin, nice dig, and kept alive by the Dragons. Here is, well, freshly into the game. Oh, that's Bethany Cromer. Oh man, and the point, I'm not sure where the point went there. Well, it did go to Purchase line, ruled in on that back line. So make it 16-10. Elkin lefty tip and played over by the Dragons. Two-handed push by Talmadge. Ready for it were those Red Dragons. Here's Spencer on the back set. Little tip for her over the block and down. Faith Spencer playing some efficient volleyball out here. Every time she attacks, feels like it's going down for a kill. And that will send Josie Wolf to the service line. Wolves lead by 7 here, third set. Senior night trying to cap off an undefeated regular season for these Wolves. Cessna off the block of Elkin, and it goes out of bounds. So a point there and a kill for Cessna. Wolves on that attack error. 25-18. West Shamokin on top here, third set. And Cromer gets her first serve of the night, and it's going to work out for West Shamokin. Cromer with that ace sends it over, unable to be played back by the Red Dragons, 19-11. The score now, West Shamokin on top of purchase line. And into the net and down, another attack error. Let's see if a timeout is called here. Nope, we're not doing it. 22-11. Wolves can feel it right now. Only 5 points away. And Cromer a little trouble there. Talmadge just kind of has to swing it across. Bump set from the back. There's Wilson, sends it over. And Wolf and Cromer both going for that ball. They run into each other and the ball squirts out of bounds. That'll make it 20-12. The Wolves on top. And remember, as I said, we're going to find out here tomorrow. We'll be doing the Armstrong Girls Volleyball Senior Night on Thursday. Most likely we will be. Hope we will be. We'll find out. As that one goes off of the Red Dragons, out of bounds. So 4 points away from closing out this match are the previously unbeaten West Shamokin Wolves. And a rocket by Elkin into the net. Another service error. So it's not a perfect match here tonight for West Shamokin. Some things obviously to work on before the KCAC, and I'm sure Coach Talmadge will have them ready to go. And a swing too high and out of bounds there. So that'll make it 22-13. Timeout is taken. Yeah, that was Faith Goncher sending that one long prior to the timeout. Remember, High Top Sports Network, we got the inaugural scholarship fundraiser golf outing this weekend, Saturday. Still spots available for your foursome. Call us, email us, send a message through the website. I would say write us a letter, but that might take too long to get you registered. The mail, truly at a snail's pace. Call, email, direct message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. We'll get it. Make sure and you get signed up. The links at Spring Church will be on Saturday, 9 a.m. So out of the timeout, Talmadge will send it over. Talmadge sets across. Here's Wilson. That one out of bounds. Wilson missing long once more. And she's not missing by much, let me tell you. The one that was ruled out I thought was actually on that line, but that one definitely about 8 inches too far past the white line. And into the game right now is DeLuca Black. Let's see where she went. So Coach Talmadge rotating some of the younger players in here. Oh, that's going to be a ball handling error. That one goes against Black, just into the game. Setter, freshman, out there getting some play at the varsity level here prior to the postseason. Stewart has her attack blocked back at the net. So the Red Dragons cut it to a 6-point deficit. And over, but not able to bend it around there and keep it legal. That was Wolf trying to swing it around the pole. And just out of bounds. Oh, McElwain got out of the way but ruled in. So a tough break there going against Maya McElwain and the Wolves. And now just a 4-point lead. Spencer will check back in. Talmadge also back into the match. Third set, Wolves lead 2-0, 22-18 here in set number 3. Purchase line, a little comeback here when the younger Wolves were on the court. There's Spencer, and diving forward to get it was Adams. Ball off the tape, and that's going to be a Wolves point. So 23-18, 5-point lead at the line right now. Wilson jump serve, too long. Again, that one way out of bounds. They seem to be getting further and further away for Sarah Wilson. So Adams will send it. Good serve by Adams. Wilson there in the back row dig. Oh, that one's off the tape and out of, well, they're going to say contacted there by number 4 at the net. Wow, the official rules contact. I didn't think that was the case. I thought it was the net, actually, that she made contact, her swing, the ball made contact with the net. They could get that mistaken for fingertips, I guess. So now it is match point, and that one drops our Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments match point. Right here in the Rural Valley community, serving the fine folks of this area for a very long time and doing it well. Carson Boyer Funeral Homes and Monuments. Faith Spencer trying to end it. She will. And that does it. Wolves 3-0 once again. They cap off an undefeated regular season. West Shamokin steamrolling its way toward the Heritage Conference Championship. That'll be Saturday. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks. Well, just a very wonderful gesture here. It's going to kind of make me cry a little bit. The gentleman who won the 50-50 came over and stuffed it into my hand. He sat beside me the whole game, so he heard me call it. So maybe maybe he was paying me for my great vocabulary. But no, he just gave me the 50-50 winnings. Told me to keep it because we're here tonight. So that was unexpected. I want to thank him. Not sure who it is. I don't know. I'm going to have to get that man identified to properly thank him on the air, but he got up to leave after this match, and he handed me the 50-50. So I appreciate that. Really a nice gesture, and leads me to say thank you to all those wonderful folks out there who do truly support us and don't ever bring the negativity that sometimes we get, when there's glitches or technical issues or even our mistakes, like we're not perfect. And it's appreciative folks like that that really kind of take your breath away when they do something nice like that. So many thanks to the West Shamokin faithful here tonight. I'm sitting amongst the folks, where I set up here is in the bleachers, and I'm around everybody. They can hear what I'm saying, and I try and be as positive as possible to both teams. My job is to call it down the middle because I want purchase line folks out there watching it to say, well, he was fair. I'm not trying to be a homer. I'm not the West Shamokin Broadcast Network. I'm High Top Sports Network. And our job is to showcase student athletes and all their hard work and dedication. And, we're based in Armstrong County, sure. Do I have a soft spot for some of these teams? Definitely. But I like to call it right down the middle. And I really appreciate that gentleman's gesture right now. It's not about money to me. It's just it's not about money to any of us at High Top, really, when something like that happens. He just felt the need to say thanks, and I want to say thanks to him. I'm going to find out who it was. I know who to ask to find out because it was obviously one of the dads up here. So thank you to that Toy, for kind of teaching me and showing me how to understand volleyball at a different level than I had previously, kind of a level that, I understand sports like baseball or basketball or football. And the volleyball community's never been anything but supportive to High Top Sports Network. Super helpful. I mean, volleyball, now that I think about it, more so really than any other sport, it's a community, and you see a lot of good things. People helping people, as we like to say. Everybody loves everybody, if you want to quote semi-pro. But thank you to the West Shamokin faithful for that nice gesture tonight. And thank you also to B&E Powder Solutions and Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments. Appreciate it. As I said, we'll be at the KCAC on Saturday. And we'll follow these Wolves, see if they can't bring home yet another Heritage Conference championship. It's been a couple of years, so we'll see what Saturday has in store for the Wolves. And thank you again to everybody here at West Shamokin, always super kind. I was running around trying to get to the bathroom, and there's an older gentleman that sits next to me when I call games, and he was acting like he was going to put on the headset and start calling, and I'm like, go ahead, man, do it. But a win nonetheless here to cap off a wonderful evening. Wolves, I wanted to find their exact record. I think it's 15-0, but I want to get that correct. But their regular season, one thing I do know is they did not drop a set tonight. And that means they only dropped 2 in the regular season, which is just a phenomenal accomplishment. Think about how difficult it is to just go 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 every single night. I mean, it's hard, and I've watched some really good volleyball teams. It's hard to kind of fathom, the execution. Really, the level of execution that you have to have as a team to just not give up a set, which is really, really incredible. And their record is actually 16-0 to finish off the regular season. Coach Talmadge in her first year here, a longtime assistant, of course, and club coach. A lot of these girls obviously very, very familiar with Coach Talmadge, so it's not like, a brand new coach coming in with a different philosophy, different personality or whatever. These girls have really responded to Coach Talmadge, and she's done a great job, kind of utilizing the talent that she has. We kind of mentioned during the broadcast that they're undersized. They're not a big, tall team. But guess what? They're getting it done. And you got just enough height, just enough experience, I guess, in the middle with Melina Stewart and Avery Elkin to, stop opposing teams. And also, I really feel like they're, experienced at the how to get around blocks. And when you're a smaller hitter, you're not just thinking, well, I'm going to elevate over everybody and just hammer it down. A lot of those bigger girls do, the taller girls. And they don't develop really the placement and the aim and accuracy that the Wolves hitters have developed over the years. So looking forward to see what West Shamokin can do in the postseason. All right, that's going to do it for me, Josh Reckengoss. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it. A little short notice, I know, but a lot of people did tune in tonight, so I appreciate that. Everybody coming on over to enjoy this Wolves 3-0 sweep to end the 2024 regular season. Wolves end at 16-0, undefeated in the regular season. See if they can translate that into some playoff success beginning on Saturday. For everyone at High Top Sports Network, this is Josh Reckengoss signing off for this evening. Stay safe, be well.